Hey guys, it's Fancy, and you're watching the Good Wives Network. And today marks the 10-year anniversary of the brutal unaliving of Dee Dee Blanchard by her daughter, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Today is June 9th, 2025. And we still don't know what really happened on June 9th, 2015. But I think we can all agree that what we've been told, that dog don't hunt. So we're going to break it down today with a couple of things that point to what we believe is the truth. Allegedly, in our opinion, for entertainment and educational purposes only. Let's dish. So we have not forgotten Dee Dee, and we won't forget Dee Dee. And we refuse to let the truth be silenced, especially not today. Today, we woke up and Gypsy Rose had put up a message on her mother's anniversary of her death, talking about hope and how her daughter, in some weird-ass circle of life, somehow she was seen on a sonogram first day on the same day that Dee Dee died. But here's the thing, Gyps. You're a day early. See, you have made everybody believe that this murder took place on the 10th. But I don't believe it did. I've never believed it did. I've always believed that something in your little story and fairy tale and I need a lawyer and all that, you did tell the truth a few times. We're going to walk through some evidence of why I believe and Mac believes that today actually is the right anniversary of Dee Dee's brutal unaliving and not June 10th, as we've all been led to believe. So, starting with June 7th, this is the last day Dee Dee marked off her calendar. She was meticulous about it and never missed a day. But something happened that night, and we believe it was the final day she was truly safe. On June 8th, this was the last known sighting of Dee Dee at the hospital. She was seen, as always, pushing Gypsy in her wheelchair. That same day, the mail was still in the mailbox. But behind closed doors, something had already begun. Gypsy would later claim her mother had kicked her out and that she was sleeping outside with bugs. But that same night, she messaged Nick and told him she had made peace with her mother. She was finally ready, and they had a plan. On June 9th, the day Gypsy now calls the anniversary of the murder, but she wasn't mourning and she wasn't hiding, but she was prepping. That morning, Nicholas Godejohn arrived in Springfield, and Gypsy blew him off, said she couldn't come see him, but somehow they still managed to run into each other at the Days Inn. And then as soon as Nick realized it was her, poof, she was gone. And this was the same hotel that they had already planned to be going to, considering that Nick already had his room. Meanwhile, Nick's mom was panicking. She was texting Gypsy frantically, asking where her son was. And what did Gypsy say? "Oh, don't worry. Everything's fine. I can't wait to meet you." She already knew, in my opinion, allegedly for entertainment and education purposes only, that Dee Dee was gone, or, well, at least was about to be. But there was no urgency, no fear, just a countdown. So let's walk through the botched crime scene, should we? Police photographs from that house tell a story that never quite made it to Hulu or HBO or to Melissa Moore's lips. And that's the one of the bruises on Gypsy's knuckles, a disheveled shelf in the kitchen as if someone was shoved into it, blood splatter all the way up on top of the cabinets in the kitchen, a receipt for new locks, a purity ring on the floor, and a hat belonging to David Blanchard, allegedly, left in the hallway. The bathroom? Spotless. It's the only other place in the entire house that looked untouched. Do you know what the other place was that was absolutely pristine? Her wigs and her costumes. So why does that matter? Well, because it speaks to intent. This wasn't a spontaneous act. This was planned. This was performed. Gypsy had already pre-cut duct tape for Nick, but they never used it. She told him he didn't need gloves, and there was only one bus ticket back to Wisconsin. This wasn't a rescue. This wasn't an escape. This was a setup. Right after Dee Dee's death, Gypsy led people to believe she'd been kidnapped. Christy even backed her up, posting publicly that Gypsy had been taken. But behind the scenes, Christy was already telling Gypsy, "I'll be your mother now." And just like that, the erasure of Dee Dee began. Dee Dee's autopsy does not give a death date. But Gypsy now claims the murder happened on the 9th. And when she sat with Stan Hancock, that's exactly what she said in the beginning. She said, "I think it happened on the 9th or the 10th, but I'm pretty sure it was the 9th. "Well, I'm pretty sure it was the 9th too, Gyps. So why does it matter? Because dates matter in forensic timelines, because details matter when you're telling the truth, and because you don't just get to unalive someone, lie about how, when, and why, and then call it justice with a side of cyberbullying. Dee Dee did not get a vigil. She did not get a defense. She died alone, allegedly, in her bed. No courtroom, no funeral broadcast, not carried by 6. No justice. But tonight, we remember her. We say her name. Not as a villain, not as a punchline, but as a woman who deserved better. Rest gently, Dee Dee. We're still here, and we're still telling the truth. Justice for Dee Dee. To learn more about the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard and the truthful tale, check us out on all major social media platforms at The Good Wives Net, here on TikTok at The Good Wives Net 2, and on our website at thegoodwivesnetwork.com. Be on the lookout for the next 3 books in our Gypsy series, dropping on June 24th of 2025. They are going to be fire. You are going to want these. Have a good one from The Good Wife, serving up true crime, one dish at a time. Bye, guys. Mwah. Dee Dee, we hope that you are resting in peace, and Christina is up there making sure that your story is finally heard.